When the market shifts and more buyers want to live in rural areas, how do you shift with them? In this video, we're going to go through some tips on listing and searching for rural gems. Welcome to Thursday's Business Tip. I'm Laurie Egbert, a Bright training specialist, and I'm joined with a local agent in my area here in Frederick, Maryland, who not only works these gems, but lives the lifestyle as well. Why don't you go ahead and tell us about yourself, Trish?
I'm Trish Mills. I've been in real estate since 2005. I have an amazing team that supports myself, our clients, and all their needs. We handle all different types of real estate. On a personal note, I live on a 31-acre farm. It's a working farm in Frederick County, Maryland. I not only work the lifestyle, I live it.
I know that you can find rural homes under the residential sale and that you can search for features like lot size and pools, but there are also benefits from running across or a multi-property search that includes farms.
So when you're including farm in your residential property search, it's a great idea when we have a buyer that's looking for a significantly larger piece of ground because we can cross the properties to get more of a comparable that we're looking for.
Mhm.
This, of course, depends on the client and the property. But when we cross the properties, we'll include the county, the lot size. It will also help us pull in the structure, the fencing. It's just a few more items to consider to initially start the search.
Those are really great points, Trish. And so, whether we're searching residential sale or we're searching farm or even land, I guess you could, uh, I've noticed a couple things when reviewing an NAR report recently that since the pandemic, this industry is trending not just nationwide, but in our footprint, an increase in demand for these rural properties. Things for more space like home offices, not really just an office, but more space inside and out. So, talk to me about what you're seeing in the field as an agent.
You are absolutely right. We've had some amazing properties recently. Um, there's some big interior ticket items, office space being number one. It needs to be, most homes are multiple office spaces. They need to be comfortable and they need to be conducive to a productive work environment. We need space for additional family members, not only for living, but many for learning and for entertaining. um, Media rooms. Kids are at home. They need to be able to go somewhere to play. Um, Mental and physical areas for exercising your brain and your body. The home gym. We see a lot of people converting their garage or their basement. A lot of people have utilized their attic space, which has been vacant before just for storage. They're turning it into a little yoga studio. So when we are searching square footage has become very important. Um, Most importantly for most families now is an upgraded, unique, spacious kitchen. If you didn't have an island before, you want a mile-long island because not only breakfast and dinner, but lunchtime. And the more unique, the better.
I know I would love a bigger kitchen. I don't even have an island right now, and maybe even a separate recording studio too. Uh, and that's mostly because of the barking dog that I have next door, which thankfully you're not hearing right now. But you know what? Let's talk about outdoor features since we're on that whole outdoor spin now. I know I really did want a pool when I was looking for my first home. And now with this pandemic, it seems to be one of the really big exterior ticket items. And maybe not just nationwide, but is that also consistent throughout our footprint as well?
We are seeing a lot, absolutely. When you're considering buying a property with an existing pool, I tell every buyer we want to find out who installed it, how the pool was maintained, and are there records so you know how well it was taken care of. We want to know when the pool was last opened or closed, and was it done professionally? A pool can either be a money pit or it can be a source of enjoyment for many years to come. A pool may be some buyers' number one reason to go rural, or they may want to add their own if a pool isn't already there. So there's things that we need to consider when searching these property. Lot size is first and foremost priority on the list, depending on the pool you want to add. So we start with lot size, but then it's important that as their buyer's agent, I put in a time frame for a feasibility study contingency so that they have time to bring in their pool contractor to be able to tell them that they're able to build the pool they desire. And we need to ensure that the well and septic are not in the way.
I never even considered looking for a space to actually add a pool myself. So it sounds like, as a listing agent, you're saying there is some value in getting that work done up front, and that listing agents really should be gathering these records and making them available, especially now, just so that it can expedite the sale on the listing side. Because I don't know, but the inventory is literally flying off the shelf right now.
You are absolutely correct. If the listing agents have taken the time to gather the documents needed from the county, as far as the well and septic, it makes the process move a whole lot quicker on the buyer's side. As a buyer's agent, going back and requesting these documents, not only is it time consuming, it could jeopardize the transaction for the buyer. They may lose out on that property if they're looking to have a pool and the other buyer isn't looking to have a pool. And that's not a position I want to put my client in, especially in this market. Pools aren't the only popular item right now. We see a lot of people leaning towards a more agricultural style lifestyle. What that means is gardens and agricultural livestock are more popular than ever. We see chicken coops popping up all over town, even in neighborhoods. There's a shortage of peeps and supplies this year at Tractor Supply and Farmers Co-op. That means you have your own eggs, and people want to add outdoor kitchens to fry those eggs. We're seeing a lot more people constructing amazing outdoor kitchens, but it's nothing like I've ever seen before. And all these items add value to a house.
And I love your list, and I really appreciate you having this conversation with me. And it's just so great that you shared your professional experience with rural properties with us today.
Real estate's still the best investment. And I just want to say I love working with rural properties, but I love living the lifestyle too. There's something to be said for waking up, smelling the clean country air, and knowing that you've raised and grown your own food and having that on the table in front of you. I want to say thank you for the opportunity about sharing this passion about rural properties.
It was absolutely my pleasure. I really enjoyed our conversations today. And you've convinced me to maybe even look at my next home being a rural home. And to those of you joining us, feel free to share this content if you found it valuable, and like to show us that you want more content like this. As always, be sure to subscribe and hit that bell so you never miss a video. Thanks for watching.
Bye. Goodbye.